Welcome back. It's the Algorithm Man. It's Wayne. We're looking at algebra again today. If you've seen the first one, that's good. If not, then once again, we're only talking about two concepts. Zero, meaning two things that cancel each other out, like our x and our negative x, or our 1 and our negative 1. I encourage you, poker chips. Do this in front of yourself. Actually, make the equation something that you can manipulate instead of just on paper with your hands. It'll make so much more sense when we start adding second variables and make life easier. So zeros mean that we have two things that cancel each other out. They're exact opposites. Equals just means the equation is in balance, meaning whatever we do to one side, take stuff away, we have to do the exact same. It has to be the exact same, not almost the same, but exactly the same. So we're going to dive right in here, look at some maybe a little bit harder problems today and see how we can do. So here we go. 2x plus 4 equals 6x minus 2. So starting by translating these things, I've got 2x's over here, and I've got 6x's over here, and then on my positive 4 ones here, and then I've got negative 2 little ones over here. Notice that even though they're negative numbers, I give them a symbol, so it's not something that you have to figure out when does it do this or when does it do that. Just use a piece of paper or something to represent those negative ones. So starting with equals, do I have anything exactly the same on both sides? And that's always the first place to start. And it looks like I have got the exact same things on both sides when it comes to 2 of these and 2 of these. So it was equal beforehand, it's still equal. Now there's nothing that looks the same on both sides. So now I've got to use 0. So to use 0 this time, I'm going to put 2 of these over here. And I've got 2 of those, then I need 2 of those as well. Notice this equals 0. But what it allows us to do is take these 2 guys and cancel out, and these 2 guys and cancel out based on the idea of equals, which now leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cookies on that side, and that equals 4 plates on this side. Now the problem is we don't have equal amounts. However, if I think about it just like I just said, which is equals and cookies, and or plates and cookies, I've got 4 plates. Let's stack up these cookies. So I'm going to take 1 cookie for each plate, and that eliminate 4 cookies. Well, I've still got 4 plates and 2 cookies left. I'm pretty sure we all have had half a cookie before. So what I can do now is just put a half a cookie on each plate, and we get our final answer, which is that x equals 1.5 or 1.5. And there you go. Starting out right here, equals. Do the same thing to both sides. Nothing looked the same on either side, so then I made a 0. Equals again. It's all about zeros and equals. Let's walk through another one, shall we? 5x plus 2. See if you can get ahead of me and set this up wherever you are, and see if what I'm doing is about the same as what you're doing. That's the best way to check if you understand how this works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. Over here I don't have any blue ones, but I do have some red ones. 1, 2, 3 there. Now it looks like I've got greens on both sides, so then I'm going to put 2 over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over there, and finally that balance sign in between again. Step 1, do I have the same thing on both sides? Not blues and not reds. Looks like I've got greens on both sides, so I'm going to take 2 greens off there and 2 greens off there. Now remember, we want to eventually figure out how much the blues are worth, so there's 2 ways we can do this. I'm going to show you a new way of using the zero principle, which is if I put 1, 2, 3 more on this side, and 1, 2, 3 more on that side, then what I've done is the same thing to both sides. So that's using equals. So last time we used 0 and then equals to cancel out. This time I'm going to use equals first and then 0. Same things both sides. Now I get to do my canceling, because one of these and one of these equals 0. One of these and one of these equals 0. One of these and one of these equals 0, which leaves me with 8 X's and only 4 cookies. I think we're looking at half cookies again, because if you look at it, each of these is going to be half a cookie for each of my people. So X equals 1/2. If you want to see this stage right there, it would have been that 8X equals 4, and then dividing both sides by 8. But really what divide means is make equal piles. So if you think of these as plates, you just got to figure out how much of each plate. So there you go. That's stage 2, working with it again and getting into some smaller fractions numbers, but always zeros and equal. 0 and equal. And if you can do that, you'll be doing fine. Thanks for dropping by. Come see me at anyonecandomath.com if you got questions.